Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and boy howdy do we have glare. So, as I fix my camera here, if you guys are not aware, we are in the process of moving house. We are in temporary housing. As of this going up, I am filming Thursday morning. Our house should be listed today. As Banner flips backwards off the perch. So we are in the process of trying to get ready to get it clear to close on the new house and wait to see what happens with the old house. So we are in a holding pattern right now here in the apartment. The cats are doing pretty well. It took Banner about 48 hours to come out of hiding. Then we had an incident yesterday and he spent most of yesterday hiding. So it is what it is. Moving and transitioning is difficult. So anyway, I have been working on things as we go along. First off, I want to share I do have some progress on my shawl using this month's Arkansas Yarn Company yarn. I plan on going to get the mail next week, which means we should have the Yarnable ALC and the next month of Arkansas Yarn for the review on that. This is the Sock Society subscription box. Absolutely love this yarn. It is so stinking soft. It is working up absolutely beautifully. By the way, I'm really sorry if you can hear the washing machine or the cats. There is a lot of echo in here. And as I didn't do any sound testing or anything like that, we're kind of just rolling with what happens here. But it is what it is, I guess. So the pattern for this is the Blackberry Crescent shawl. I will leave a link in the description box down below, hopefully. Hopefully I will remember when I get everything ready to go. So I wanted to share with you guys, I hesitate to call it finished because part of me feels like I ought to do some more bordering, but I did finish my first Granny Scrapgan project. So as with the corner to corner squares, I have also been making granny squares out of my worsted weight scraps. When I set out to do these, they were 10 round grannies or 8 rounds with 2 of a contrasting color. So see if I can figure out, I think this is the front. Yes. So I do have the first one done. I am using Lion Brand Pound of Love to join these. I've got 4 balls of that. That was in the Stuff in the Hallway from the Taming the Stash videos. So we do have that, but I alternated solid and bordered or solid and bicolor squares. Of course, there's like no good way to try to hold this up and show it to you guys, but we do have I will try to get a picture of it, but we do have a finished blanket already. Right now, as happened with the corner to corner squares, as I started working on those, I realized I did not weave in my ends on most of these. So I pulled out all of my bicolor squares that are solid and solid. And I started weaving in ends on those. And then I still have all these left to go. I think my next blanket is going to be bicolor only, then I'll do a solid only, and I do have some variegated squares, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do variegated bicolor, because I have one of the rules I set out with doing the granny squares was if I used a variegated yarn, it could only be for the center 8 rounds. The 2 outer rounds had to be solid. So I'll have to make a decision. Do I want to alternate because it's a lot of the same repeating yarns? I was trying to work certain things like that LSU color Super Saver out of my stash. So I will have to make a decision as to what I want to do with that. So I have choices. I have lots of blocks and I have choices. So I am using a made up version of a continuous join. It is based on previous experience using the hooked on robin continuous granny join in my spring blanket that I did, or my fall blanket that I did a couple years back. So I will try to remember to leave a link for that video, if not just her channel, here in the description box down below once again. So they're going very quickly once I weave in the ends on the squares, but weaving in the ends on the squares is going to be imperative in getting these things done. So we have lots of squares to work through. I brought plenty of things to work on while I'm down here. I have a cart that's got, let's see, I have my poncho that I haven't made any extra progress on since I shared it last time. I did bring down this. This is the Pax shawl. Actually, I shouldn't have brought this because this is a Tunisian project. I did not bring a Tunisian hook. So, oh well, on that. That will not get worked on. I have my sock scrap granny shawl. I also have my blues and grays blanket that I started back in November. Once again, I haven't worked on this at all since I shared it with you guys last time, so that's where I've left off on this one. So I've got lots of options to work on. I have some crochet, some knitting. I also, and I might go ahead and cast it on tonight just because I'm kind of in the mood to cast on something and do something different. But I frogged a shawl I started New Year's Eve, and just because I wasn't enjoying the way it was working up. It's called like the Sunday morning or coffee mornings or something like that shawl. I just wasn't enjoying how it was working up. It's something I would like to make eventually again, but I just didn't like the way it was working up with the yarn I chose. But I did print out a pattern, and it's a Frankenstein scarf. I think I want to expand it to make it a shawl, not a scarf. But I brought the same pink marled Knit Picks Brava worsted weight yarn with me to make that. And while it's not going to be a Halloween themed thing, obviously if I brought pink yarn down, but it's one of those roll the dice, and it's like a mystery. Each one's going to be different because you're using a set of stitches in different patterns based on whatever the roll of the dice is. So I will use my phone to do a random number generator and do the number of rows and which stitch pattern it's going to be. I swear these cats are so distracting, and it doesn't help, like, I probably look like a freak to any neighbor who walks by. So anyway, so I'm thinking about going ahead and starting that tonight just because I want to do something different, and my fingers are getting a little tired of all the sport weight projects because fingering weight projects, because a lot of what I brought for some reason is fingering weight yarn projects. So I want something where I feel like I get a little bit more bang for my buck as I'm working on it. They're very distracting. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, so that's where we are. I have spent the last couple days trying to get unpacked into the apartment, trying to find, I could not find my everyday makeup or my makeup brushes, so we did a lot of finger makeup just so I didn't look completely washed out today. And I do somehow still look super greasy. I promise you, it's not, but I do look very, very greasy. And this is a mattifying BB cream that I'm wearing, so. We did finger makeup today, finger painted on stuff. I could not find my normal mascara, so I had a sample in one of my other bags. So we're just kind of rolling with what we got. Eventually I'll find my everyday makeup bag. I'm not sure where I put it. I'm really hoping I didn't leave it at the house. I do have to go back, like I said, to go get the mail and stuff, so it won't be that bad, but at the same time, it's a little vexing to not be able to find stuff I'm 99% sure I packed and moved down here. But anyway, my brushes and stuff, everything but my powder brush and a little tiny kabuki brush are with that bag, wherever that is. So I'm still trying to find that. The cats are doing well. I already told you that. Yeah. I think that might be all. I really hate to do a short video, but there's not been a whole lot to share. We're doing a lot of hurry up and wait. We're hoping people will save the house and come look at it very quickly. We did have the inspection yesterday on the house we're buying, so we have to sit down and look at the inspection report, see if there's anything we need done imminently or as part of the contract to close. Yeah, I think that's about it. I would walk you around here, but I mean, there's really not a whole lot to see. There's a table with a chair in there and a bunch of bags of crochet projects and knitting projects. There's the cats. Oh, now my camera's all wonky. I don't know. This thing rotates so oddly. When I rotate it, it does this like flip back thing and it doesn't rotate back into place. I've got to stop trying to rotate my camera stand, and maybe that will help just a little bit. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys today. I don't know what number show and tell this is. We're in the 190 somethings. We're about to hit 200, which is kind of exciting. I can't believe I have talked to you guys about things for 200 episodes now, but there we are. I love you guys. There will be some pet tags. I got a couple cute pictures of the cats over the last couple of days, so enjoy the cat pictures. I love you, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, guys. I had to figure out which clicker is the real clicker.